Look to become the third South Florida team to raise a state championship trophy this week in Orlando against the Lake Gibson Braves.
I thought he was a runner, but it was a running into the kicker, just a 5-yard penalty as opposed to roughing the kicker, which is an automatic first down and a 15-yard penalty.
Jeff, I got to be honest, there was a lot that happened in that Christian game we could dissect. Let's stick to the 6A. Here's Thomas. Thomas looking downfield, double coverage, and that one is picked off. The first turnover for the Lake Gibson Braves. It's Donnell Thomas. A 3-star safety with 17 Division I offers.
Yeah, this is tough. You know, if he would have been able to, if he throws the interception and they tackle him down there at the 10, it's not such a big deal, but this turnaround and come back 40-plus yards on the return, really a big game changer for Carroll City.
He was looking for Deshaun Graham. Sometimes those passes just a little bit too much on there. Hello there to you, sir, the former Golden Domer in Preston Jackson. And Thomas goes down. You expect the final timeout to be taken, and it is by Aubrey Hill. We talk so much about the swarming defense.
Defense, that's our last timeout.
For Lake Gibson, how about the defense here? Coming up big for Carroll City, that was Jamari Edwards.
Well, almost better to take guys up front were doing their jobs. He wouldn't have been able to be there. So it's a team effort, that front seven working together well.
Fifth offensive possession, 3 punts and an interception until now. This will be the biggest play of the game, and it might be a touchdown.
No,
Cameron Davis, 72 if it is, but there is a flag. And it's back at the Lake Gibson 42.
So many receivers that are blocking downfield. They hold on for 1 second too long. He could have held on for the longest amount of time. Well, it's still going to be a first down. This is going to be a first down because it's going to be 10 yards back from the spot. So it'll go back to the 44-yard line, 46-yard line of Carroll City. But he's so far downfield. Let go. Don't hold on. Let's see if we can see it. Out here to the left, untouched. It's out to the top of the screen. See, let go.
On the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
He almost let go as when you wanted.
1 second earlier, and they'll let it go. You can hold on at the very beginning, but let it go.
Fifth penalty on Carroll City, much to the chagrin of the Chief Faithful. Ball needs to get to midfield. Thomas, good time, but this time the pocket collapses. Terry Straughter was in on top of him at the end.
It was a very similar play to what they converted last time to Graham. Nobody opened up over the middle, so as he comes back, he's looking at his reads, 1, 2, 3 in the middle, and it's time to go down.
And again, we're just moving right along, Jeff. 18 minutes remaining in regulation of the 6A state championship. Still no score. And maybe we get it on cue. Naquan Wright inside the 10, and he's going to be pulled down at about the goal line.
I think that's a touchdown.
Biggest play of the day for Naquan Wright.
Didn't think that he could even come close to getting there, but I thought he got all the way into the end zone.
A 51-yard gain.
He gets hit hard at about the 20, I think it is.
Timeout. Official timeout, water break.
Stevens gets him there.
Well, the biggest play of the day has set up 1st and goal with inches to go for Carroll City. 51-yard gain for Naquan Wright has brought Carroll City to within inches of the first score of the game here in the 6A state championship. And it is Wright finishing off what he just did. And a 6-0 lead for Carroll City.
Only right to give him the ball.
Are you saying it's only right to get it to Wright?
Yes, I am saying that. When he's the guy that put it there. He almost got there on the previous run. But the big deal is we're nearing the end of the third quarter, and it's a one-score game.
His way, unable to do so, so it will stay at 6-0. Lindsay LaCourie is down on the field. Lindsay?
Thanks a lot, Chris. Well, the big games bring out the big stars, including rapper icon Rick Ross. You never forget where you come from. Back here, 94, all-dayed offensive lineman. He's got the original jacket on, Chris. What do you think about that last touchdown score? About time your team gets some points?
Yeah, most definitely. We've had an incredible season. We just got in end zone. We just warming up. And what we're finna do now is give them what we call a Dade County eviction note. Yeah.
You never forget where you come from.
Zoo.
One of your songs, Carol City, how important is it for you to come back and remind these kids?
It's always important to, give back where you came from and support, the youngsters. I came from here. This is my community. I love my community. I always come back. I give back. I got to give a shout out to Walt Frazier, as well as, Hill, the OG Hill. I like to call him OG Hill. He doing this thing out here, and we made it to the big one, and we finna take it home.
You got a little freestyle message for these kids?
Yeah, I do. You ready?
I'm ready.
You gotta give me the beat.
Hit me.
You gotta give me the beat.
Oh, gosh.
Give me the beat. Yo,
I got no beat. That's your job, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, baby. You're
Lindsay,
amazing.
thank you. Been around some big plays. Again, Charlotte had a fumble recovery, returned it. So 3rd and 12 coming.
Here's the first time we've seen that formation that we drew up. Here it is to the right side.
Can Thomas get rid of it? He does, and it's picked off. Right on cue, Hartfield inside the late Gibson 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Thomas is down in the end zone, but I think that has more to do with disappointment. I don't know if he got hit.
Well, they put the pressure on him. They had Chris Howard back to try and stop the rush. He got past Jamari Edwards.
He does get hit afterwards. He kind of just is hoping for the best on this one. They did not run anybody deep like they did when they rolled to the left and Link got the catch. He's just kind of hoping for that one.
That's a big-time hit, Kewan Parker.
Yeah, up high in the head, and I think, add that to the one that moments ago when he was in the end zone and he got helped by his teammates. When you add those together, it becomes quite a bit. Penalties that have been called haven't slowed us down too much, and a lot of balls on the ground.
And easily into the end zone for his second touchdown, Naquan Wright. 12-0 Carroll City lead with an extra point coming.
This one is a walk-in. Let's take a look.
Nothing touching except his feet into the ground. First contact he had was with a referee. Team.
Extra point back.
And how about Dingle? Dingle trying. Did he get in? Yes! Devon Dingle looked like he was going to pass and then just sprinted for the end zone and gets the 2-point conversion. How about that?
He wanted to put his mark on this game. He's a senior playing in the state championship game. He wants to put his mark on it.
Does he ever get in? That is...
I don't know how he could have.
I don't know if maybe on the
feet went in, but I don't think the football did. Let's take a look. I don't know if we can tell.
Maybe from the end zone, perhaps.
Unless he laid on the top of Lake Gibson guys here. Watch the flip, see if he stays up.
It comes from Noah Johnson. Ooh.
2 points for the effort.
Here's another great look from the side. Naquan Wright had that 51-yard burst. That one a little less work. Both touchdowns coming from the 1-yard line. 91 yards overall for the sophomore.
7-yard average and 2 touchdowns, start looking like the player of the game unless something dramatically changes.
Right now, maybe a blessing in disguise for Carroll City to call that timeout for late Gibson. Can they take advantage to get an extra time to get the play they wanted? You mentioned Jeff making sure they were composed and set. Thomas takes it. Pocket to the end zone. Touchdown. MJ Link. Redemption is sweet.
What a great catch over the shoulder. Nice touch. This quarterback has just been beaten up all afternoon, and he puts touch on this ball, which is one of the reasons I think a lot of people are going to like him at the next level. He has a huge arm, but he's got good touch on the ball, and that pays off for their first score of the game.
MJ Link had just 1 reception last week against Navarre. It was for 42 yards and a touchdown. 16th passing touchdown for Kavaris Thomas. This kick is up, and it is no good, well short.
Don't look at
Aubrey Hill, of course, runner-up back in 1989 under legendary coach Walt Frazier, who at Carroll City, 3 state titles, 212 career wins. And Coach Hill said, you know, we come from a hard-hat community. We talk about the pillars of family, community, bringing the alumni back together, getting this program back to where it needs to be. We had Rick Ross here today. Flo Rida, another famous Carroll City alum, talks a lot about diamonds. Well, today it won't be diamonds, but it will be gold for Carroll City. Doug DeMeyer will call the final timeout.
Timeout. Defense. That's their 3rd and final.
You saw that great shot of Randy Russell kind of in the backfield, and there it is, Aubrey Hill. 1989 to 2016. That has to feel so good.
Nice to come back home and lead your very own high school to the
Please
state
reset the game
championship.
clock to 53 seconds. 53.
He and his coaching staff, Damon Cogdwell, the defensive coordinator, only allowing 8.7 points per game this season. They say chief pride. They've talked a lot about it. No timeouts left for Lake Gibson. Probably looking at 2 more plays.
Well, this is a game, Chris, that both teams can be proud of themselves. They'll be upset. They'll be, you know, they'll think, man, it just slipped through our fingers. We were right there, and they're right about that. But something that both of these teams can be proud of their efforts.
And I think one thing we can also say is the way they've handled themselves as young men. Because
I would agree.
in these situations, you can see emotions get the better of you. A defensive physical battle can lead to a lot of talking and physicality after the whistle. You've seen none of that. 2 great programs led by 2 upstanding men. And a well-played 6A state championship. They'll need to run 1 more play. Might just let it run out. Take the delay a game.
Prior to the snap, delay a game on the offense. 3rd down.
One final kneel down separates Aubrey Hill from a gold medal. And there it is. For the first time since 2003, Chief Pride has a state championship attached to it.
Coach Hill is on his back at the 50-yard line, tackled by his players.
Well, they know how much this meant to him. Naquan Wright, 2 touchdowns, our player of the game. He's with Lindsay LaCorey. Lindsay.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Coach Hill has been preaching finish all year long. You finished today. You finished the season with the state championship. How does this feel?
It's great. We got to give all the credit to God. We'd like to thank him for the talent. And we've been through a lot of adversity. So I'd like to thank him for bringing us back together and not us separating. I'm thankful for the win.
After starting the season 0-2, how much sweeter is this to prove all the doubters wrong?
It's even greater. We just kept believing in God, and he did it for us. We'd like to give him all the glory and the praise. Thank you, Lord God.
What does this mean to your community of Carroll City?
It's great. We haven't won it in quite a few years. So I'd like to tell the community, thank you. Thank you for all the support, the ones who stayed with us through it all. I'd like to tell them, man, all the glory go to the man above. Thank you.
And they want to thank you. 2 touchdowns. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Chris.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Mr. Wright. A championship for him. He had the right stuff today, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, it took a while, but they continue to pound him as they brought him in as the Wildcat quarterback. And I mean, a sophomore. Can you imagine? Look at how well put together he is, and he's going to be back.
This program well put together because of that man, Aubrey Hill. He came back wanting to finish what he and his teammates back in 1989 could not. In fact, that's been the key word, finish. Unfortunately, not the result for Doug DeMeyer and Lake Gibson.
No, but they're not, you know, one bit of shame goes to them. They came here, I mean, one of the best teams in the nation. They just stood up and took them to the very last moments of this football game. And, I mean, all defense to the last few minutes, right? It took a while, but we saw some great athletes running around, and Carroll City deserves it. They dominated on defense, and did just enough on offense to make it happen.
And for the first time since 2003, it is Chief Pride winning a state championship here in Class 6A. Lake Gibson and Carroll City gave us a great defensive battle. 14-6 the final. For the first time since 2003, Carroll City on top. For Jeff Carlson, Lindsay LaCorey, our entire hard-working crew here at Spectrum Sports, I'm Chris Torello saying so long for now from Orlando.